Pinch to zoom, swipe to scroll, tap to open. You and I, we do this stuff hundreds, maybe even thousands of times a day, and we don't even think twice about it, right? Our fingers just glide across this smooth piece of glass, and poof, our entire digital world just responds.
But have you ever just stopped for a second and wondered how that's even possible? I mean, how does a simple piece of glass know exactly where you're touching it? And not just that, but when you're using 2 or 3 or even more fingers at once. Honestly, it feels like straight up magic.
Well, today we're going to pull back that curtain and look at the incredible science that's happening in that split second your skin meets the screen. And here's a spoiler. The secret isn't actually in the glass, it's in you. Your finger is the real remote control.
Okay, so to really get how our screens work now, we've got to take a quick trip back in time. We need to understand the tech that came first, what I like to call the era of the push screens.
I'm talking about resistive touchscreens. You've definitely seen these on older ATMs, maybe an old GPS unit, or for sure on a Nintendo DS. Remember how they had that kind of soft, almost squishy feel to them? Yeah, that's because they worked in a completely different way.
So the way these things worked was actually pretty simple. Just imagine 2 thin, clear layers with electricity running through them, separated by a tiny little gap. When you press down, you're physically mashing that flexible top layer into the bottom one. That contact completed a circuit right at that one spot, and boom, the device knew where you pushed. It was clever, but you really had to press, which made light taps or, multi-touch totally impossible.
But the screens on our phones and our tablets today, oh, that is a whole different ballgame. They don't use pressure at all. No way. They rely on something way more subtle and honestly, way cooler. Welcome to the electric revolution. And this right here really shows you what a massive jump it was. We went from a system based on physical pressure, where you had to push, to one that's based on electricity and needs just the lightest touch. Instead of smushing 2 layers together, it's now all about your body disrupting an invisible field. That one change, that right there, is what made multi-touch and everything we love about our phones possible. So if our modern screens don't use pressure, how in the world do they feel you? Well, the answer is absolutely wild, and it has everything to do with the amazing electrical properties of your very own body. Okay, here's the big secret. Your phone screen has this super thin, totally transparent layer right under the glass that can conduct electricity. It's usually made of something called indium tin oxide. The phone sends a tiny, constant electrical charge across this entire layer, which creates this invisible electrostatic field all over the surface. All right, so here's where it all clicks. You've got that constant, steady electrical field. Now, the really cool part is that your body is a natural conductor of electricity. So the moment your finger touches the screen, you actually disrupt that field. You pull a tiny bit of that electrical charge out of the grid and into your finger, right at that specific point. And instantly, sensors all around the screen detect that dip in charge and calculate the precise X and Y coordinates of your touch. And because this whole system is just monitoring an entire field for these little disruptions, it can see multiple separate changes all at the same time. This is it. This is the magic behind multi-touch. Pinch to zoom works because the screen is tracking the location of both of your fingers at the exact same time. It's brilliant! Now, this science also explains a super common frustration. We've all been there, right? It's freezing cold outside, you're wearing gloves, you try to answer a call, and nothing. Your phone just completely ignores you. So why does that happen? It all comes down to one simple thing: conductors versus insulators. Your finger works because your skin conducts electricity. But a regular glove, a plastic pen, even a piece of paper, those are all insulators. They block electricity. So when you touch the screen with them, you can't disrupt that electrical field. The screen literally doesn't even know you're there. So then, what's the deal with those special styluses or those touchscreen-friendly gloves? Well, they're designed with conductive materials woven right into the fabric or built into the tip. Basically, they're just acting as an extension of your finger, channeling your body's own natural charge through to the screen, so you can make that disruption happen. So yeah, the next time you're just casually swiping through photos or zooming in on a map, take a second to remember what's really going on. It's not magic. It's this beautiful, seamless bridge between the physical world of your touch and the digital world inside your device, all powered by a bit of electricity from your own body. How incredible is that? I mean, when you think about it, this technology enables everything from detailed drawing on a tablet to playing fast-paced games. It's just amazing.
So I've got to ask, what's your favorite or most used touchscreen feature? Drop a comment below and let me know. And hey, if you feel a little more connected to your tech after this, go ahead and hit that like button. Thanks for diving into this with me.